The first I want to quote from is the founder of post-war conservatism, a man by the name of Russell Kirk, born in 1918, passed away in April of 1994. He wrote a book in 1953 called The Conservative Mind. It's a beautiful, brilliant book. It was his dissertation. He never meant for it to do what it did. It became a many time bestseller. In fact, it sold well over 1 million copies during its life. Incredible achievement for a dissertation. Kirk tried to respond to his critics. So between about 1948 and 1952, he wrote this book, The Conservative Mind, as his dissertation. It was published. Everyone reviewed it. It made a major splash in American and British culture in 1953. But there were all kinds of people who said, Kirk doesn't go far enough. Here he's got this book called The Conservative Mind. We come out at the other end of the book and we don't even really know what a conservative is. And Kirk, of course, thought this was outrageous because his whole book was on the dignity of the human person. What is conservatism? Conservatism means we conserve the dignity of the human person. And that means something that we can see over time, through time, really across time. So in the sequel to this book, which he wrote almost a chapter a night, a book called A Program for Conservatives, and the title is meant to be mocking. He's making fun of those people who are demanding that conservatism have some kind of litmus test to define it. Kirk responds in the very end of his first chapter. He says, "And now I would like to address my critics, and I will do so by asking a very important question. In fact, I will ask a question that is at the heart of everything. That is, what is the object of human life? And this is what I have found. The conservative, the true conservative, will never believe that the end or aim of life is competition, or success, or enjoyment, or longevity, or power, or possession." Now, let me repeat that, because I think that's beautiful, and I think it goes against so much of the stereotype against conservatives. He does not believe the aim of life is competition, or success, or enjoyment, or longevity, or power, or possession. He believes instead that the one object of life is love. He knows that the just and ordered society is that in which love governs us, so far as love can ever reign in this world of sorrows, and he knows that the anarchical and the tyrannical society is that in which love has become corrupt. He has learnt that love is the source of all being, and that hell itself was ordained by love. And he understands that death, when we have finished the part that was assigned to us, is the greatest reward of love. But he apprehends this one truth, that the greatest happiness of any man that has ever been granted to any man is that the man has the privilege of being happy in the hour of his death. Now, that is utterly profound, to think about what is the object of life, and we cannot understand it without understanding the transition to the eternal phase. We cannot get that. No matter how much we think about our 70 or our 80, or if we're really blessed, our 90 or 100 years, nothing compared to eternity. And yet, what Kirk is arguing here is not the kind of fame that Leonidas was seeking. Leonidas sought a certain kind of fame. He wanted to go down in glory. He wanted it, desperately wanted it. He wanted his name to be remembered as someone who died for the greatness of his civilization. Kirk is talking about a different kind of love. His love is not about the love of the individual. It's about the love of the human being as understood within the element of creation. It's understanding the human being as a created being, now as a sub-creator, but as a created being.